Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1985 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is David Cone, whose record is 6-1 with a 2.08 ERA. And pitching for the Orioles is David Palmer, whose record is 7-7 with a 5.01 ERA. Okay, I am back. I took a day off yesterday to take care of some personal stuff and have a little bit of fun. And we are back at it today with Game 2 of the series versus the Orioles. We lost Game 1, although we did have the lead early on in the ball game. Our bullpen just fell apart, gave up 4 runs late in the game. And I'm not sure if we have any facet of our team working right now. Our bullpen is garbage. Our starting pitchers have been unreliable. We can't string back-to-back hits together. We're not really driving in runs with runners in scoring position. And the defense has been atrocious, which is the statistically the best part of our game. Someone did ask, actually, now that I said it out loud, it may have been John, and forgive me, John, for not remembering until right now, but he wanted to see where we stood with fielding percentage against the rest of the league. So we are .979 as a team fielding percentage, and that is above our league average, which is .975. So we are actually slightly above, but you would think with a team full of 80s defensively, we should be better than that. And I guess arguably we might be the second best team in the American League. So, okay, point taken. We are defensively the second best team, tied with a few others defensively. So, okay, there you have it. Let's pull that earned run average back up. Oh, wow, we are now back over 4 for team ERA. Okay, let's get today's game started here. As a reminder, we do have the All-Star break coming up. The All-Star game, I said before, is in Chicago. I was wrong. It's actually in Minnesota, and there were several Tigers that went to the All-Star game that year. But we'll talk about the All-Star game when we get to that. So it's going to be at the Metrodome. And then at the end of the month, we have our trade deadline. So, again, probably the All-Star break might be the perfect time for us to start wheeling and dealing, either dumping off some players or maybe making a deal to go for it. It's a tough call considering how poorly we are playing right now. And David Cone is not an exception anymore. He has pitched poorly in a couple of starts. His overall numbers look great, but he has been on the decline. Everybody in the bullpen is available, but actually everybody other than Smith, Montgomery, Comstock, and Schatzeder has been terrible. So we're looking forward to getting Todd Fisher back in 4 more days, I believe. David Palmer is a right-hander, and we have our lineup in there versus righties. There you can see it. Let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Tigers. Batting leadoff at shortstop is Barry Larkin. Batting second at first base is George Brett. Batting third at second base is Lou Whitaker. Batting cleanup and catching is Terry Kennedy. Batting fifth in right field is Jim EISENREICH. Batting sixth and DHing is Mark RYAL. Batting seventh at third base is Mike Pagliarulo. Batting eighth in left field is Kevin Bass. Batting eighth in center field is Willie Wilson. I'm sorry, batting ninth in center field is Willie Wilson. I threw myself off because I had forgot, very often when a game is over and I'm loading the video to YouTube, I'll go in and take a look at the lineup for the next game. And I had forgotten with the day off that I moved George Brett to first and Pagliarulo's in there at third base today. I don't know if that'll improve our defense or not. Okay, here's David Palmer in his first full year with the Baltimore Orioles. He is making his 16th start, 7-7 with a 5.01 ERA. 72 strikeouts in 102 third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .263 against him. He does have one complete game this year. His fastball, pretty good, topping out at 93 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 46%. He's got a two-seam fastball rated an 85 and a regular old fastball rated an 81, overall rated an 83. The 27-year-old righty is making $1 million, and he's a free agent at the end of the 88 season. So he must have been a free agent signing for him this year, as they got rid of Alan Ramirez. Now, we have not seen him this year, as you can see with your own eyes. He's coming off back-to-back losses, both to the Yankees. He gave up 9 runs in 4 1/3. In his last start, he gave up 4 runs in 7 2/3. He did not walk anybody. So he's not having a very good year at all, but he'll probably pitch like a demon today. Okay, we'll take a look at the defense for the Orioles. I mean, they're terrible in left, they're terrible in right. Below average at second base as well. These are all the same players from game 1 of the series. Behind the plate is Ray Smith. He's got a good arm, so we won't be running on him unless we have to. Okay, Barry Larkin leading it off versus David Palmer. Here we go. Larkin, high fly ball into center field. Cat of corn for the center fielder Manning. 1 out. Here's George Brett. He went 2 for 5 in his first game off the IL with a 2-run single late in yesterday's ball game, grounding out to short. And Lou Whitaker with 2 down, grounds out to third. A 1-2-3 inning against a pitcher with an ERA of 5. That's not great. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Orioles lineup. Batting leadoff in left field is Alan Bannister. Batting second at third base is Wayne KRENCHICKI. Batting third and catching is Ray Smith. Batting cleanup and playing first base is Jim TRABER. Batting fifth in right field is Bob Pate. Batting sixth and DHing is Chet Lemon. Batting seventh at second base is Jose Lind. Batting eighth in center field is Rick Manning. And batting ninth is shortstop Bobby Bonner. David Cone getting the start. His 11th of the season. He's 6-1 with a 2.08 ERA. 47 strikeouts and 65 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .204 against him. He does have a complete game shutout. His fastball topping out at 96 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 47%. The fastball is his best pitch, rated a 91. A slider rated an 83. Overall rated an 84. The 22-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible after the 87 season. Looking at his log, yeah, there's his 2 last starts, which were terrible. He only went 3 innings versus Toronto. We yanked him because he was very ineffective. We made him go a little bit longer versus Milwaukee, and he gave up 5 runs and 7 hits, and he walked 5. So back-to-back terrible starts. I expect this one will probably be pretty bad too. Take a look at our defense. It's good everywhere in theory. Pagliarulo. Excuse me. My apologies. Allergies are bad right now. It's been raining here in Tucson. So everything's in bloom, and it's getting me all verklempt. Okay, so we got Pags at third. Technically a defensive upgrade. George Brett's at first. Outfield is solid. We know that Kirk Gibson's on the IL. So as a reminder, it's Kevin Bass out there in left field. And Kennedy's back behind the plate. The Orioles ran wild on him in game 1. Okay, Alan Bannister leading off versus David Cone. Bannister with a ground ball to short, and Larkin will make the play. 1 down for KRENCHICKI, former Detroit Tiger, in real life. KRENCHICKI flying out to center field. Oh man, I don't know what's wrong with me here. 2 outs, and here is the catcher, Ray Smith. Okay, ground ball to Whitaker. And a 1-2-3 inning for Cone. We go to the top of the second inning, and Terry Kennedy will lead it off. Kennedy had a good game in game 1, including his 12th home run of the season. He pops it up to second base. 4 in a row for David Palmer. Jim Eisenreich went 4 for 4 in game 1. That got his batting average up to 265. He flies out to left center. And Mark RYAL made his Major League debut in the previous game and got his first Major League hit. RYAL with a routine ground ball to second. Palmer 6 for 6 in outs. We go to the bottom of the second. Jim TRABER will lead it off. 1-2 count to TRABER, and he strikes out on a curveball. First K of the game for David Cone. Next man up is Bob Pate, and there's the first hit of the game. Bob Pate stretches it into a double. That is a very bad sign. 19th double for Bob Pate. He might be an all-star. Runner in scoring position with 1 down for Chet Lemon. Good old Chet to Jet, and it's 1-0. Ninth double of the year for Lemon. Yeah, I mean, he would not have got a double, Bob Pate, unless he was going to score, so we knew that was going to happen. 2-0. This game is over. We can just play it out now. Top of the third. Here's Mikey Pags. 7 in a row for David Palmer, a guy with a 5 ERA coming into the game. You can't get 1 hit against him. And there he is. He steps up. Bannister. Fly ball into center. KRENCHICKI. That looked like ball 4. It was, but he taking a cut anyway. And Ray Smith grounded. Top of the 4th. If you were a prize winner in the last giveaway, your prize will go out tomorrow, Monday. So you should, I think, in theory, have it by the end of the week. So congratulations again to the winners. Yeah, we've got a perfect game going on by David Palmer. It's embarrassing. This frickin' game is an embarrassment. Jim TRABER with another double. They have 3 hits, all doubles today. 16th double for TRABER. Bob Pate's probably going to make it. Yeah, it's a strikeout, 3rd K. Chet Lemon. Base hit up the middle. TRABER makes it 3-0. Yep, there we go. Willie flying to left. Three 0 through 4. That's our first hit. Oh, it's going to be caught. They can't even give us a weak one. Oh, there goes the perfect game. RYAL popping up. And Pegs. 2-run shot. Day off for Pegs getting well. That's his 9th home run. 3-2. He goes a no-hitter. I would have actually rather have had a no-hitter. Bonnet. Bannister. And the chick. Infield single. Great. Great job, game. At least he has not walked anybody yet. And KRENCHICKI is thrown out by Kennedy. Top of the 6th. At least Cone gave us 5. Willie Wilson with the base hit in the center field. Remember, we're not hitting and running anymore. We're not doing anything except for defensive placements. I'm thinking like the rest of after July and August and September, we'll go back to doing everything, but we're not doing anything right now. It doesn't actually matter. Brett with a gapper. Wilson should score. How does fucking Wilson not score from first in a gap in right center field? Only because they have to bring the infield in. That's the only reason. We will not be scoring. I mean, this game sucks so hard. It's embarrassing how bad it is. Jesus. Wilson will tag and score. Brett will tag on his own and go to third. So much for that. Oh, wait, did I? I think I actually just chose sack fly, right? That was against my own power. I just did that in anger. The anger blinded me. My rage was all-encompassing. I couldn't actually make a sound decision. Oh, God. And a pass ball. This game just seriously blows. Yeah, okay. Great job, game. All right, well, Cone's got the lead. It only lasts here for one or two batters. Yeah. Ground ball to second. Here's Trabes. Bob Pate, 2-run shot. Why is Jim Traber trying to steal second base? It's so stupid. And then an 0-2 count, and he gets a base hit off of David Cone. Line drive at first. Brett does make the play. Seventh inning. I'd like to get one more inning out of Coney, since it's the bottom third, and then we can turn it over to our good bullpen, the Montgomery and Smith. Nobody else I truly trust. EISENREICH went 4 for 4 yesterday, so he's definitely not going to get a hit today. RYAL maybe. No, ground ball to short. And Mikey Pags. He had the big home runs. Okay, Cone's at 80 pitches. Here's Jose Lean batting 180 versus righties. And Cone walks him. So that's the ball game right there. There's nothing we're going to be able to do to prevent this from happening. Manning pops it up. Will he be going? That is the question. You know what? I'm going to pull third base in. And he blows it right back. Yeah. So that's the game. Alan Bannister. Ground ball to second. Oh, a double play. Oh, shit. We got out of that. We have 3 hits, and we have the lead. That tells you how terrible Baseball Mogul is. Hey, Kevin Bass with a hit. That feels like forever since we had him get one. Wilson to line drive. Ground ball from Barry Larkin. And a double play. And George Brett popping it up. All right. I don't know what else to say other than Cone gave us 7 innings. We do have lefties coming up. Let's see if Kami can get KRENCHICKI. Good job. And comes Montgomery against Ray Smith. Ray, base hit. And now the 2-run home run that we can't prevent. Ball 4. Yeah, first pitch swinging. Yeah. I mean, the game was over. What are we going to do? So much for our bullpen. Dave Smith coming through. He's going to have to get a 5-out save, though. That's pretty much impossible. Four hits for the Tigers today. Dave Palmer pitched like Cy Young. All right, here it is. I guess defensively, if we're trying to actually win the ball game, we will take out Brett for Rusty, and Baker goes in for Larkin. And we would bring in, like, Berryhill's technically better than Kennedy, but that's the best defense we have to offer. Ball finds Tillman right away. Whitaker, error? Down to the final out. Pags. And the Tigers win 4-3 on an abomination of a game. We'll take the handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. We win with only 4 hits. Another 1-run game. Big surprise. No trade offers. We'll take a look at the standings. 4 games back. Chicago, 4 games up on Oakland. Minnesota's lost 7 in a row. They traded everybody. They got nobody left to trade. Kansas City might actually pass them. They've won 4 in a row. Wow, they weren't even going to get to 40 wins, and now they might actually get to 50. There's the National League. Who are they beating right now? That's the question. Who are they whooping up on? Oh, the Twins. Okay, so it's the battle of last place. That makes sense. Okay, let's take a look at the National League here. I mean, wow, the West is over. We could make a trade with any of those teams and get people. Headline news, Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Boston expands their lead. Okay. Transactions, any trades? No. In fact, only Jerry Uger, former Tiger, traded to the Royals in, I believe, the George Brett deal, is done for the year and part of next year. 3-10 with a 5.14 ERA. He had 129 innings pitched. I mean, he's pitched probably 500 more innings than he did in real life. So good for him. He's under... Oh, no, he's a free agent at the end of the year. Oh, that's tough. Tough injury. Let's go ahead and pull up the box score and get out of here. Another ridiculous baseball mogul game. Yeah, okay, 4 hits. Great. Mike Pagliarulo, I'm going to give him player of the game. The 2-run home run was a big deal. It was actually Kennedy. Wait. Kennedy got a game-winning RBI without getting an RBI. Was that because we got the winning run on the pass ball? That's stupid. Great job, baseball mogul. All the Davids got in on the decisions. David Cohn, David Palmer, and Dave Smith got the save. I like that David Cohn did manage to hang in there despite pitching terrible. David Palmer gets a complete game loss, giving up 4 hits, losing on a pass ball. All right, that'll do it. Thanks for watching, guys. We are up to the 1983 All-Star Game. There is that right there for you. And on Time Travel Tuesday, coming up this Tuesday, we are opening up the 1981 Flair, looking for that Kirk Gibson or Fernando Valenzuela rookie card. Looking forward to that. Until tomorrow, everyone, have a great day.